Welcome to Dr. Balga's podcast for the Curious Doc. Today is May 6, 2026. This video is on a Nature article published online today, open access, titled Non-Invasive Profiling of the Tumour Microenvironment with Spatial Ecotypes. Tumour microenvironment programs drive progression, immune evasion, and treatment response. There was a need. The need is for spatial ecosystems which are clinically hard to profile. Biopsies are invasive and sample biased. The authors define spatial ecotypes, or SEs, as recurrent, spatially co-localized multicellular cell state hubs. The study questioned, can tumor geography be recovered non-invasively from plasma cell-free DNA? That's a liquid biopsy. The claim is that spatial biology may become a liquid biopsy readout for personalization of immunotherapy. The dataset was 132 primary tumors, 10 malignancies, and 6 spatial transcriptomic platforms, single cell RNA sequencing atlases from 144 tumors. The trademark spatial ecotyper fused cell type-specific covariants across 50 micromillimeter neighborhoods. 9 spatial ecotypes emerged. Validation cohort consisted of 90 held-out spatial transcriptomics samples, deconvolution trained on 1,000 pseudo-bulk tumors. Clinical testing was done on 7,076 cancer genome atlas tumors. 1,249 were pre-treated with the immune checkpoint inhibitor therapy profiles, and the tumor mutational burden subset was 465. Liquid ecotyper was used with CpG methylation in plasma cell-free DNA. The melanoma cohort was 78 pre-treatment samples. Essentially, the primary endpoint definition is the association of spatial ecotype 6 level in plasma cell-free DNA with response to immune checkpoint inhibitor therapy, assessed by progression-free survival. Statistics included matrix factorization, Pearson and Spearman correlation, Wilcoxon log rank, and false discovery adjustment. What did they find? 9 conserved spatial ecotypes. 6 of the 9 were prognostic in 7,076 tumors. SE5 adverse, whereas spatial ecotype 7 and spatial ecotype 8 were favorable. In 1,259 immune checkpoint inhibitor treatment tumors, spatial ecotype 8 best predicted benefit. Spatial ecotype 4 was the top resistance correlate. Tissue and liquid concordance in melanoma R was 0.97. Plasma SE7 predicted durable benefit. The combination of P equals 0.0042. High SE7 was associated with progression-free survival hazard ratio of 0.33. P equals 9.0 into 10 to the power minus 5. For overall survival, the hazard ratio is 0.32. High SC4, progression-free survival, hazard ratio 2.92. And overall survival, hazard ratio 2.29. P equals 0.0062. What are the limitations of the study? Exploratory melanoma liquid biopsy data, so this is exploratory. Spatial transcriptomics platform, there are trade-offs, and there's a need for prospective validation. Key takeaways: think ecosystems, not just isolated markers. Tumor geography carries a clinical signal. Spatial ecotype 7 and spatial ecotype 8 appear immune active, benefit-linked ecotypes, whereas SE4 reflects wound healing and hypoxia stromal resistance. Plasma cell-free DNA methylation may read the tumor microenvironment without another biopsy. Liquid spatial ecotypes outperform circulating tumor DNA. Tumor mutational burden and program death ligand one surrogates here. The practice point, promising, not practice changing yet. Research biomarker until prospective validation arrives. So the key closing from this study, the tumor's neighborhood may forecast the patient's road ahead. This is an infographic. Hit pause and read at your leisure. Podcast brought to you by masterbedfacts.com. This podcast is for physicians and healthcare providers. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and forward to your friends.